It's all fun and games till someone gets shot.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the crazy EWC tournament that just concluded. This is something that we were building up to all year, with people trying to go to other tournaments, place high so they can compete for this. That was the only way you get in, is by placing high in other tournaments and earning enough points. Now, there was 32 players who was able to do it, and out of those 32 players, only one walked away the victor. It was crazy, it was madness, and there's a lot of heavy emotions tied to it. In this video, I want to give a conclusion to this whole saga and look forward to next year and what comes next. First off, though, I do want to say thank you. The support that I receive, crazy. You guys know I have a lot of hot takes. I get a lot of things wrong from time to time, but for all of this support, all of these donos to come through, bro, I really appreciate it. And I just want to say thank you, because, like, you know, I'm just a Yoshi main who can't break bros, yet you guys are still oh so supportive and oh so generous. I appreciate that. But talking about Ulsan, the victor, the guy who came out on top, here's the tier list that was uploaded by Main Man a couple of days ago, I believe 10. And in this tier list, he placed Dragunov, yes, in S tier. Pretty much every character in this game is like S tier. He has one character in A, which is Deviljin. But as you can see, Dragunov is in S tier with like 15 or so characters above him. At the start of season 2, when this character got hit, a lot of people were saying he's dead. We saw Atif starting to switch. We saw Ulsan talking about switching. There was whispers of Akuma, but he stuck through with the Dragunov. The tweet right before the finals, he said, "Time to believe in Dragunov." And that love and that passion carried him to victory. He was able to achieve a back-to-back victory at EWC. This is something that has never been done because there's only been 2 of them. But also, what I was thinking about for the other games that's currently going on, were the other games able to do this? You know, let's say for like a Rocket League, is there like back-to-back champions there or something? Or is Ulsan doing something that no other game has achieved? Because there's layers to his accomplishment. This back-to-back victory, 2-time champion, makes Ulsan the highest earning Tekken player of all time. A combined prize pool of 550,000 USD. That is an insane amount of money, and it's life-changing. First off, to just talk about how Tekken is finally at a point to where you could get this kind of money, that's insane. Think about all the people who battled in the Tekken 3, Tekken 4, Tekken 5 days, and they walked away with 5,000. Some of those people are still even competing today. Kudons, that guy walked away with big money as well. It's just cool to see Tekken, even when it's at its worst in season 2, it's still able to pull in this type of numbers, this type of support, this type of attention.
4 games to 2, 1 game away.
Yo, he's like, I see you.
This is why people say being a character loyalist is kind of important, because you can just understand your character on a deeper level. If you've seen the things he was doing, it was very specific. It was with a purpose. It was with intent. With all of his pop-offs, with all of his confidence, with all of his aura, was able to do it with style. Throughout this video, you guys will see just iconic moments that should be highlighted.
John Ding, so I do have some questions for you. John Ding! I don't like being up here. My man making me feel a little skinny. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Moments of Mogold running and taunting the crowd because they're booing him.
Mogold is going to the top 8. Mogold takes down Atif and eliminates Pakistan from Esports World Cup.
I gotta say, Rip, that might be.
And Atif with the biggest whip, Mogold with the punish. Let me hear ya. Let me hear ya.
Moments where the commentators ask the players, what is your final words you want to say to the player? Ulsan looks his opponent in the eye and says, "Kill you."
Ulsan, do you have any final words?
Kill you.
I was turned up about that for like an hour straight. This tournament was insane. I could sit here and glaze Ulsan all day, and I will continue to do so. But the other side of this tournament, something that was so surprising, was the Pakistani players' performance. You know, last year, Ulsan won. We talked about that. Atif came in 2nd place. But also in the top 8 was Farzin and the John. The Pakistanis have been dominant since they came on scene. They dominated Evos, they dominated the previous Evo, and we were expecting them to do the same thing here. I was literally saying before this even happened, Congrats to Arslan for winning. Congrats to Atif for coming in second place. But Ulsan had something else in mind. As you can see here, iMusician was eliminated by Edge. Edge was eliminated by Chikrin. Knee was eliminated by John Ding. Rangchu was also eliminated by John Ding. To think that John Ding survived through the lower bracket and made it as far as he did just shows you how much will he has to fight. Arslan was eliminated by Ulsan, the champion.
I'm not even going to ask a question. Just let me know how you're feeling, bro.
Of course, I'm not feeling good, but Alhamdulillah, you cannot win everything. No, I think he was prepared for my Nina, he found something like I didn't know. Yeah, like, I didn't know that you can just sidestep and see the animation and then you can do down forward too. I didn't know that. But yesterday I picked Anna versus Q-Dance and I lost twice, but I was like, okay, let's play Nina. But I think that's what knows my wise choice. I should have stick with Anna.
Ulsan also defeated Kokoma, and then when you get to Group D, this is when Atif was defeated twice by Mogold. He beat Manja, and then Mogold again. The consistency. This shockwave of the Pakistani players not making top 8 caused so much inner turmoil. When I say the Pakistan players are in shambles, it's because they actually are. When there was no Pakistani players that made top 8, Twitter lost their mind. Here's Bilal, one of the best Brian Fury players on the planet. He says, no unity, no strength, no win. In the comment section, you can see someone says, united we stand, divided we fall. Bilal responds to that. He's not happy. But if you look at his next tweet, because this got a lot of heat. People were confused. People were thinking that a Pakistan player is taking shots at Pakistan. He says, did I say I'm happy that Arslan, Atif, Farzin, names all of his guys, are out of the tournament? No strength, no unity, no win. It means we did not practice together. There was no unity, especially for me. I'm not happy that Pakistan is out of EWC, and as a Pakistani myself, don't spread hate. He is highlighting and contributing how the Pakistani players not practicing together when we know the Koreans and Japanese did. He's saying that's the reason why they weren't able to come out on top. Arslan says, lost today at EWC. Wanted to win for Twisted Minds, but I became Evo champion this year. You can't win every tournament, but my spirits is high. Atif says, I'm out of EWC and I know my mistakes cost me a lot this time. I feel disappointed I couldn't deliver the win for my fans. Honestly, the Korean players are dominating right now and they are the strongest compared to us at this moment. You can see that these guys are giving it their all and they're understanding why they lost. The reason why I highlight moments like this is because the players, this is a continuous thing, right? The players are not just going to give up, cry, and go home. We've seen time and time again that the Pakistani players bounce back. The Koreans back. Kudans, Knee, everyone bounced back from a loss, and moments like these is a point of self-reflection for the players, for also the viewers. Bilal puts on Twitter, Pakistani Tekken players were happy reading comments until Pakistani cricket fans got to know about Tekken and us. Now, you know that Arslan and the Pakistani players want Tekken to become more popular in Pakistan, and it seems like that's happening. But now if we win, we are perfect. If we lose, they want us to die. Please go back to watching cricket. Here you can see how a Pakistani player is talking about how the Pakistani viewers are toxic. We've been trying to figure out where a lot of this toxicity is going, and the Pakistani pros are pointing fingers. Like, it is interesting to see all of these new people show up, but the toxicity that they bring along with them is wild. Spaghetti Rip says, remember guys, no one gets it worse from Pakistani fans than Pakistani players. And he tweets this person. You can see after this tweet, Arslan blocked him. That's why it's no longer highlighted. You can't click on it. But it's true. The Pakistani players are just bringing a level of toxicity to the Tekken that we've never seen before. It makes me wonder, is this the new normal? Is this something we just have to get used to? Cricket fans, Pakistani viewers just running amok on YouTube, on Twitter, everywhere? Or is there some way we can end this and bring back just good old competition, good old rivalries without all of the unnecessary toxicness? This whole tournament was really fire. What Ulsan did, what Lohai did, what all of these guys were able to do. Kudans rising up, John Ding performing. This was an amazing performance, and this was an incredible tournament. I knew EWC was going to be hype, but I was not expecting this level of hype. I only wish the toxicity was less prevalent, less prominent, and basically didn't happen.